Good morning. Good morning. Now you saw me. After three periods in the fourth period, you saw me. I'm looking beautiful in the fourth period, not in the first three periods. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning. Science. Who is this? So let's start science quickly. We have revised the exercises and question answers. All right. Good to know and check your progress and the word bank and let's revise all these things you have to prepare yourself. You have to read from in between the chapters also. Okay, so let's quickly start about the sun. We know that sun is the center of the earth. We all know that it is the main part of the universe. If sun will not be there, the universe could not exist because we get heat, light from the sun. If sun is not there, the whole universe will be dark, frozen. Nothing will be there in the universe. Because of the sun, the light is there. Because of the sun, the heat is there. Okay, the sun is the center of our solar system, the main part. Like in our body, the brain and heart are the main organs. Similarly, the sun is the main part of the solar system. It gives us heat and light. Keep looking in the book also. Without the sun energy, the earth would have no life at all. The sun is the closest star. Sun is a star. Why it is a star? Because it has light. And all the stars that we see in the night sky, they all have light of their own. And planets do not have light of their own. So stars are luminous objects and planets are non-luminous objects. Okay? Like our sun, there are numerous other stars scattered across the galaxy. And our galaxy name is Milky Way. The average diameter, now here the diameter of the sun is mentioned, 8 lakh 64 miles, which is about 109 times the size of the earth. Means 109 earth can go inside the sun. The sun is so big. Earth is itself so big and 109 earth can merge in the sun. Means it is 109 times bigger than the earth. Okay, it is mainly composed of two gases. Two gases are there in sun which are mainly found, the hydrogen and the helium. Hydrogen and helium. The temperature is also very high. The temperature at the center of the sun, 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. 27 million degrees. Can you imagine? You can't even go near to that. Center में जाना तो is a very big thing. Okay, we feel so hot when it becomes 45, 46, 48, 49, 50 degree, 50, 55 degrees in Dubai, the Gulf countries, 50, 55. Here in India it reaches up to 45, 48. Yes, so we feel so hot. We get summer vacations. Now imagine 27 million degrees. Our condition gets worse in 48, 49, 50 degrees. And imagine 27 million degrees. Imagine the heat. Okay. Then come on the moon. The moon is the biggest and the brightest thing that we see in the night sky. It is the only place beyond the earth where we humans have set foot. We have reached moon. It is the natural satellite of the earth. Yes, moon is also known as a natural satellite. It revolves around the earth. Why it is known as the satellite? Satellite revolves around the planet. So this moon revolves around the earth naturally. That's why it is called natural satellite of the Earth. The temperature at the center, then it is only place beyond where humans have set foot. It revolves around the Earth in its orbit. The distance between the Earth and the Moon is around. Now here the distance is mentioned between the Earth and the Moon. 3,84,400 kilometers. This is the distance. The Moon is slowly moving away from the Earth. It is getting away far from the Earth, getting about an inch farther each year. Every year, the Moon gets 1 inch away from the Earth. The Moon is less than a third the width of the Earth. Means one third. The Moon is one third the diameter of the Earth. Earth is 3 times bigger than the Moon. It has a radius of 1737.5 kilometers. Means the radius is 1737.5 kilometers. The moon does not have any light of its own. We all know that. It reflects the light of the sun. The sun it reflects the sunlight that falls as the moon orbits the earth. Different parts of it are in sunlight and darkness at different times. Only half of the face we can see, and always we see the same side of the moon. We have never seen the other side of the moon because moon remains faces the same side on the earth always. Thus the shape of the moon changes. Yes, sometimes we see full moon, sometimes we see half moon, sometimes we see crescent, sometimes we see only a little bit of moon. So these are the different phases of the moon. You can see in the picture. New moon means no moon. Then crescent moon means little bit of moon. Then first quarter means, can you see in the image the first quarter? Then gibbous moon, then full moon. Then again it is going to reduce. Gibbous moon, last quarter crescent. And then again the new moon. The cycle continues. The atmosphere on the moon is very thin and weak and is called exosphere. In earth we have different layers of the earth. And different layers of the earth we have different layers of the atmosphere also. Troposphere, stratosphere. Yes, have you studied about those layers? Ionosphere, exosphere. In moon, there is only exosphere. On earth, the last layer is exosphere and it is the thinnest layer. Similarly, in the moon, the only layer is exosphere. That's why it is very thin. This is the reason why all the meteoroids and asteroids that fall on the moon, they directly fall on the surface of the moon and create big craters or ditches or holes on the surface of the moon. The gravity on the surface of the moon is 1/6. Similarly, the gravity is also very less, 1/6 of the Earth. On Earth, we are able to walk properly because gravity is there. On Moon, you will not be able to walk. You will feel very light. Whatever your weight is, you divide your weight by 6. That will be your weight on the Moon. If your weight is 30 kgs, divided by 6. 6 fives are 30. So you will weigh 5 kgs on the Moon. You will be so light. Imagine. Okay. So Moon gravity is 1/6. Long time back, moon and have active volcanoes also. However, they all are dormant today. Now we don't have active volcanoes on moon. A steady rain of asteroids and meteoroids on the surface of the moon has left numerous craters. As I told you, so many craters, so many asteroids and meteoroids fall on the surface of the moon and they fall with great pressure, which causes ditches, big hollows, and craters on the surface of the moon. And while they fall on the earth, then what happens? When they fall on the earth, there are different layers of atmosphere. They go through different layers, and when they go through different layers, they get burned. They get burned and turn into ash and fall on the earth. So we don't get hit. Otherwise, if there would not be layers of the earth, then we would have got hit by the meteoroids and asteroids that fell. So the biggest hole on the moon is about 85 kilometers by Tycho crater. The name is Tycho crater. Okay. Then man on the moon. Man on the moon, short note can come in the exam. The moon is the most explored heavenly body. The number of spacecraft from different space agencies around the world have visited the moon. Many space agencies, many people now, almost or mostly all the countries, many countries have visited there on the moon. They have hoisted their flag also. The first one was the America. It is the only place beyond the earth where humans have set foot. The first manned mission to the moon happened on July 16, 1969, long time back. On this day, Apollo 11 Saturn V space vehicle was launched from Cape Kennedy, Florida. Then, US was the first country, America. Carrying Commander Neil Armstrong, these were the people who went on the moon for the first launch. Then comes the Earth. Earth is our home, we all know. It is the third planet of the sun, that also we know. It is the only known planet where living things exist. Till now, no proof of any other planet has come where living things exist. Only Earth is the place where we can find plants, where we can find animals, where we can find human beings, where we can find insects, because of the presence of three important things. First, air. Most important, air. Water, food, and sunlight is the secondary part. Why? Because the first thing that we need to live is to breathe. We need water later, we need food later. First thing is to breathe air. If you will not be able to breathe, how you are going to live? So Earth has life because Earth has air, atmosphere. So let us study about air, and the people who study the structure of the Earth are called dash. What are they called? People who study the structure of the Earth. Geologist. They are called geologist. Now, Earth is divided into three parts: the crust, the mantle, and the core. The topmost layer where we live, we walk, vehicles move, is the crust. The middle layer is the mantle. It is also made up of iron. And the lowest layer is the core. The innermost layer is the core. It is made up of iron and nickel. You see in the picture, the layers of the earth diagram is very important. Very important diagram. If it comes in the exam, you have to make it as it is. Huh? Yes? On earth there are different things that occur. Different things means there are some natural disasters like tsunamis, earthquakes, volcano eruption. How earthquake occurs? When the plates inside the earth crust, they move this from one place to another, they shake, then the whole earth moves and earthquake occurs. The plate where the it moves and the topmost point on it means here is the plate inside the earth which has moved, and here is the crust where we are living. Core, mantle, crust. We are on the crust. So here the plates have shaken up, volcano has started, sorry, earthquake started, and here the point just above here is the epicenter on the crust where we are living. So this place, this epicenter, will have the most threatening earthquake. Okay, so epicenter is the place just above the place point where earthquake started, and hypocenter is the point inside the earth where the earthquake started first. Okay, then seismograph. Yes, yes. Then seismograph. Seismograph is a device which measures the size of the shock waves during the earthquake using a scale called Richter's scale. Seismograph is a device, and which scale measures? Richter's scale. So epicenter is clear, hypocenter is clear, Richter scale is clear, seismograph is clear, earthquake is clear. Quickly come on to tsunamis. How tsunamis occur? We have oceans also on the earth. Now in oceans, also in the ocean beds, inside there are plates. When plates inside the ocean moves, then the whole water moves. When whole water shakes, and water has so much of energy and power in itself, when so much of water moves from one place to another, it creates tsunami, gallons and gallons, millions of gallons of water. And they are so big, sometimes the waves are so big till 100 feet. Your height is 6, your father's, your height is 6 feet, human beings height is 6 feet. Imagine 100 feet long and height waves. Where you will go, you will just flow off with the water waves. So that is tsunami. Tsunami is also very dangerous and disastrous. Then one comes the volcanoes. Volcanoes are of three types. Short note on volcanoes can also come. Volcanoes are of three types: the dormant, the active, and the extinct. Extinct are that they are never going to erupt. Dormant, they can. And active, that keep erupting time to time. Yes, examples of dormant, extinct, and active volcano is also important. You read that, okay? And then, yes, yes, the molten gases and rocks that come out of the volcanoes are called lava. And when they cool down, they become magma. Lava inside the earth is called magma. When it is inside the earth, it is called magma. And when it comes out, it becomes lava. Okay. Then comes the disaster management. NDRF is the disaster management that response force in India. That where any if at any place such kind of natural disasters occur, like tsunami, earthquakes, then this force, the people who are there in this force, they go and rescue people. NDRF. Okay. So now we are ending up the science revision here.